Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today we have a new track, Chillman and Goose. Track's called Faded Thoughts. It features a Verb T and Social Conscience. So I know I've had Goose and Chillman on here before. Somebody tells me they work together, but I know those two names. And obviously Verb T, mainstay on the channel. Social Conscience, first time hearing this cat. So I'll do my best to know who is who, but that doesn't necessarily always happen, so I apologize off the start. So hey man, let's jump in, see what they got for us.
Running in an emotional landslide, cyclonic weather trying to hang glide. Nice preparation, same second that my plans died. Nowhere to hide from my own thoughts, lone walk and ran wide. Let's pretend apprehension ain't a treasured steel, buried in the X marks in hearts that the pleasure feel. Deep seated underneath the fear felt and never will. Peace treaty duds written in blood with feathered quills. It's plucked from the doves of peace, facing the abyss, hellbound from love's release. A steep session, sitting in the pinnacle aggression, stressed ever suffering from clinical depression. Reprehensible repping the cynical regression, indefensible weapon from criminal profession. Get caught, weeping easily distraught and sleeping in the deepest of steeps, fever dreams thought. We look without seeing, still blinded. We hear but don't listen, narrow-minded. They say heals what the time did, but also brought you closer to death with each step that it winded. We touch without feeling, we're numb.
Bro, this hook is, well, first off, this production by Goose is beautiful. I'm really digging it. This hook, I want to hear this hook again, man. That whole verse, really enjoyed that. Right off the start, that hand gliding bar, man. Sometimes it feels that way. Sometimes, hey, it kind of feels like you're pissing in the wind a little bit, and it's true, man. It feels like no matter what you do, you're stuck up there, and you're just kind of at the mercy of all things that you can't control. It feels like that. Yeah, man, that was a pretty introspective first verse, man. I didn't want to stop it. I want to let that shit play through. Really feeling it. I am going to bring it back a bit, but I do want to hear this whole hook again too, man.
Plucked from the doves of peace, facing the abyss, hellbound from love's release. A steep session, sitting in the pinnacle aggression, stressed ever suffering from clinical depression. Reprehensible repping the cynical regression, indefensible weapon from criminal profession. Get caught, weeping easily distraught and sleeping in the deepest of steeps, fever dreams thought. We look without seeing, still blinded. We hear but don't listen, narrow-minded. They say heals what the time did, but also brought you closer to death with each step that it winded. We touch without feeling, we're numb, and speak lacking thought. That's become your leaders failed test, Rorschach has done. Loss of humanity, the four horsemen have come. Drop a needle in a...
Bro, I'm gonna hear this hook again. It's so powerful, this hook, man. Everything about this. We touch without feeling, we're numb. We speak without like thinking. We hear or we listen without hearing. All that stuff is so true, man, especially these days. God damn, what a powerful hook, man. I'm really liking this.
Sleeping in the deepest of steeps, fever dreams thought. We look without seeing, still blinded. We hear but don't listen, narrow-minded. They say heals what the time did, but also brought you closer to death with each step that it winded. We touch without feeling, we're numb, and speak lacking thought. That's become your leaders failed test, Rorschach has done. Loss of humanity, the four horsemen have come.
Drop a needle in a haystack and still remain hopeful. That kind of faith beyond the means of a mogul. Adapt to the twist of the path under feet, or you're looking back like your whole past was a thief. The present is a rut, you top through your teeth. Might have had more luck if you'd have stuck to the brief. Run with a syndicate, alumni of intricate thoughts mapped out to elucidate the vision with. Life's a balance like sugar in the vinaigrette, and staying away from places if it's bring your own silhouette, or adopt the stance of an avant-garde savant's chance. Claim the last laugh where the shadows cast the tarot's wrath.
What was that about staying away from a place where you bring your own silhouette? Is that kind of his way of saying? Now this guy sounds new to me, so I'm guessing this is social conscience. Although the first cat, I know it wasn't Chillman, I know it wasn't Verb T. Someone tells me it was Goose. I could be wrong. Again, I apologize. But the first verse was amazing. This verse is great. That silhouette thing, is that kind of like, in my mind, my first thought is like, if you have to be something that you're really not, like if you have to bring in like a facsimile of yourself, if you can't be yourself around these people, if you can't show your true feelings and all that kind of stuff, then like stay away from that place. That's kind of how I'm feeling. I could be wrong on that, obviously, but yeah, man, this song is so meaningful. I love this shit.
Adapt to the twist of the path on the feet, or you're looking back like your whole past was a thief. The present is a rut, you talk through your teeth. Might have had more luck if you'd have stuck to the brief. Run with a syndicate, alumni of intricate thoughts mapped out to elucidate the vision with. Life's a balance like sugar in the vinaigrette, and staying away from places if it's bring your own silhouette, or adopt the stance of an avant-garde savant's chance. Claim the last laugh where the shadows cast the tarot's wrath. Ring a roses, song of the apologist. Novices walking barefoot towards apocalypse. Restless pursuit of the new can leave you jaded. Everybody's favorite t-shirt is faded.
We look without seeing, still blinded. We hear but don't listen, narrow-minded. They say heals what the time did, but also brought you closer to death with each step that it winded. We touch without feeling, we're numb, and speak lacking thought that's become. Your leaders failed test, Rorschach has done. Loss of humanity, the four horsemen have come.
So fuck the posing and the posturing. You trying to play strange roles that are preposterous. Claim you got faith in something but lost it in yourself, it seems. Selfish means often indicate self-esteem issues. Notes can't paper over cracks, but the lack of dough was holding me back. And every hero could be a nobody. At times all I want is for nobody to notice me, even those close to me. I rose to be a contradiction. I want quiet but I want you to listen to my noise. I want space but don't want to be alone. Want to fit in but not be a clone. Some say to each their own, but really mean as long as you agree with them. But I see you though, no delay. Don't just follow like a motorcade. Numb to the feelings at sea as a stowaway.
Same shit, different week, same heat, different beat, new.
Yo, man, Dad of the 4 Owls comes again. Always teaching. This whole track is introspective, man. It really does make you take a look at yourself. And you see some of the shit, man. I even hear Verb T's talking about, like, don't want to be left alone, but, like, like want to be around people. Likes making this music. It's his passion, but at the same time, he kind of wishes that people didn't know who he was. It is that weird thing to be human, man, and have these parts of you always have battle with yourself. And right off the start, too, that whole idea about the fact, often when I try to explain this to my kids, is like, often when people are saying shit to you, it says more about them, right? So their self-confident issues. It's them that don't like something about themselves, but rather than facing that themselves, they put that shit on you. And that's kind of what Verb T was getting at there, too, man. Like that. We can be our own worst enemy at the same time, and we're always at war with ourselves. And this verse, I won't bring it back all the way. I'll bring it back a little bit.
And every hero could be a nobody. At times all I want is for nobody to notice me, even those close to me. I rose to be a contradiction. I want quiet but I want you to listen to my noise. I want space but don't want to be alone. Want to fit in but not be a clone. Some say to each their own, but really mean as long as you agree with them. But I see you though, no delay. Don't just follow like a motor.
Yes, bro, yes. Especially in 2023, bro. Each their own, but as long as you agree with me. 100%. 100%. Fuck that. So true.
You to listen to my noise. I want space but don't want to be alone. Want to fit in but not be a clone. Some say to each their own, but really mean as long as you agree with them. But I see you though, no delay. Don't just follow like a motorcade. Numb to the feelings at sea as a stowaway.
Same shit, different week, same heat, different beat, new year, different me. Fuck that, still the same. Steady, let it bubble till I kill the game. Make them feel the pain, time to heal it.
You know, Chillman jumps on this track. Sounds so nice. Gotta hear that again.
Some say to each their own, but really mean as long as you agree with them. But I see you though, no delay. Don't just follow like a motorcade. Numb to the feelings at sea as a stowaway.
Same shit, different week, same heat, different beat, new year, different me. Fuck that, still the same. Steady, let it bubble till I kill the game. Make them feel the pain, time to heal again, time to build again. We touch without feeding, we're numb. And we're speaking without thinking, we're slowly turning dumb. In search for the light, still I'm hiding from the sun. I just learned to walk and I'm already on the run. Faded thoughts, my heart still beats, still I play the corpse. Wanna be free, true, but the truth is you chained to nothing but you. The mind is the key and the shackles the same. Opposing thoughts and clouded judgment can't control the force of the whispering imps. Temptations, the spilling.
I'm sorry, I gotta bring that back, man. Listen to that again. There's so much shit to listen to in this track and digest and really hold on to some of these words, man, and look and really think about it, because some of these things are so true. A lot of this in this track is so. A lot of the times, man, the shackles we have are the shackles we put on ourselves. 100%. And it's this prison that we build up here, man, and we just won't let ourselves out of this prison.
Thinking we're slowly turning dumb. In search for the light, still I'm hiding from the sun. I just learned to walk and I'm already on the run. Faded thoughts, my heart still beats, still I play the corpse. Wanna be free, true, but the truth is you chained to nothing but you. The mind is the key and the shackles the same. Opposing thoughts and clouded judgment can't control the force of the whispering imps. Temptations, the spilling drinks, the drugs craving. The million and one things that got my thoughts fading. I'm fishing for thoughts offshore, still sailing.
We look without seeing, still blinded. We hear but don't listen, narrow-minded. They say heals what the time did, but also brought you closer to death with each step that it winded. We touch without feeling, we're numb. And speak lacking thought, that's become. Your leaders fail test, Rorschach has done. Loss of humanity, the four horsemen have come.
Yo, man, that's... I gotta tell you, man. That's one of my favorite songs so far in 2023. I mean, it's not the kind of song I'm gonna put on my workout mix that I have when I go to the gym, but what a powerful song, man. So many good messages in that. The production was outstanding. Big up to Goose, man. Great production, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was so much stuff. Someone asked on Twitter the other day about what would you tell a kid that was born after 2005, I think. And one of the things, like I said, was like, you're born with, I'm not the only person who's ever said this, obviously, stole that shit, but you're born with 2 ears and one mouth for a reason. And I think especially these days, nobody listens, man. It's so hard to find people who listen. And all they want to do is they're waiting for that pause, that second you take your breath so they can feel that space. Just waiting for, hey, it's from Fight Club too. When Marla and the narrators dance, or not dancing, hugging each other at the prostate cancer place, and they're talking about conversations, and that's what Marla says. Just people aren't listening to you, or he says not listening to you when you're speaking. And Marla says they're just waiting to fill in that space, right? And that's where we are. And even like Verb T said, man, it's you do you as long as you kind of agree with exactly how I want you to be, and that's and you're seeing that more than ever. Like, it's actually it's actually got to a very dizzying, mind-numbing level in 2023 where it's just everybody needs you to fit in their box that they've created for you. And it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. It doesn't even seem like the world is real anymore. But this track, like I said, one of my favorites of 2023. I'm glad I got a chance to listen to that today. I was planning on doing 2 today, man. that was going to be a tough one to follow. But I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it as much as I did, man, go over to the YouTube page. Link is always in the description. Give it a watch, stream it, buy it, do whatever you can to support these cats, man, because they do it for as much for them as they do, or for us as much as they do for them. It's to show them some love, man. They love us, and show them some love back. And I love you guys for being here each and every day. And until next time, stay safe. Good to each other.